I bet everyone's super excited. We're doing another tier list. We're certainly not going to get any negative comments about how we don't know anything about wrestling and about how our opinions aren't good. And because I've watched all these matches. It's not like the podcast one. I've actually watched these, so I can have an opinion on them. All right, everyone, just hold your horses. I've seen them. Everything's going to be okay. Do I remember them all? No, it's a little hazy, but I've watched them. I've done the bare minimum to do a tier list.
Uh,
And again,
there's some hot takes in here, folks. Let me tell you.
And again, because it is a tier list, we shouldn't have to preface this, but this is our list, ours, not yours.
It's ours.
Not
If you like it, if you don't like it, it's Logan's.
Yeah, not Vince McMahon's list, not Triple H's list, not Chris Jericho's list. This is our list. And we've got a little bit of time to get this tier list done. So let's start right out. WrestleMania 20, John Cena, Big Show, opening match, United States Championship. There's two moments that I recreated a lot with my figures, and then whenever I would do like my own wrestling matches. One of them was Undertaker, Jeff Hardy, when Jeff would just touch the title belt and Undertaker would throw him off. The other was this, where at the end of this match, John Cena distracted the ref with the chain and then used the brass knucks to hit him and pin him. Loved that moment. Super cool seeing John Cena win the U.S. title. Are we rating this just on match quality or everything involved?
This is your list. You can rate it however you seem fit. Your enjoyment of these matches.
For this, I'm going to put this at a all right. What a lot of people forget is Kurt Angle actually defeated these two, and by defeating these two, he would go on to face Eddie Guerrero. So in an alternate universe, John Cena or Big Show could have fought Eddie Guerrero at WrestleMania 20. Now we're at 21.
Probably should have been Big Show.
Yeah. Now we're at 21. JBL. John Cena's coronation. This was such a big night in wrestling. Like, I think 21 gets overlooked a lot. Yeah. We got another great Eddie and Ray match. We got Batista taking his spot on the throne. We got Cena taking his spot on the throne. We got Edge winning Money in the Bank. Like, there's so many moments.
Orton and Undertaker.
Oh, yeah. The first time the Undertaker was like, please kill me. And the guy's like, nope. Can't do it, dead man. He's like, please, God, kill me.
Tired of Mania.
I think Cena and JBL, you knew who was going to win. Like Triple H Batista, there's that little bit of teetering where you weren't 100% sure if Triple H was finally going to release the reign. But this one you knew. JBL ended up becoming champion because they needed a heel. He went above and beyond expectations. And Cena winning, there's that memorable shot of him in the crowd. I put on our social media that it will be 20 WrestleManias since that. And now John Cena is going for that record-breaking title win. I think it'll be funny if he wins, then he tries to celebrate with the crowd again, and they just move away from him. That's just me. I'm going to put Cena and JBL at great. Just because the historical relevance. Like I said, a lot of people associate 21 with Batista and Triple H. This is a good match. I went back and rewatched it recently. I've been watching a lot of JBL stuff just because I remember being a kid and hating him. Just because he's a good character. We're at 22 here. John Cena, Triple H. This, for whatever reason, I don't know if you've noticed, this is called like the match that makes Cena, puts him in the main event. I don't know if it's because it's Triple H. I don't know if people have that much disrespect for JBL and the people Cena defended the title against after that.
Well, this is also the kind of the 50-50 split for Cena kind of happens at the show too. Kind of like the first time it's starting to, well, it's reaching its fever pitch of like fans rejecting John Cena as the guy, and they actually started cheering for Triple H, who they also hated at this time.
Yeah, which was super weird. Cena wins.
Lol.
I'm gonna put this one. It wasn't boring to me, so it's gonna also go in all right. If
I was making a decision, I would have put it in boring. I just
it didn't bore me.
I
This was
just
at a time when these two could definitely put a match together. It wasn't as memorable as the Kurt Angle, Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton match, but I still think it held its purpose. And I didn't hate Cena yet at this point. I wasn't rooting against him.
oh yeah, as a kid,
We
I was Team Cena all the way, dude. I loved John Cena for until about a couple WrestleManias after this. We'll get there, but
WrestleMania 23. He's
we were
facing Shawn
there.
Michaels. We were both there. He was supposed to face Triple H again. A lot of things were supposed to happen at that Mania. We were supposed to get Hulk Hogan versus Big Show or Hulk Hogan versus Khali. That didn't work for him, brother. We were supposed to get Undertaker and Abyss. Abyss was scared to come to WWE. We did get John Cena, Shawn Michaels. I really liked when DX got reunited. I still liked Cena, but I was more a Shawn Michaels guy because my mom was a John Cena gal. So then as she chanted, "Let's go Cena," I bellied out, "Cena sucks" or "Let's go Michaels." I had the DX armbands. I had the brown shirt with all the religious regalia on it.
Kind of a precursor to PWP, huh?
A little bit. Shawn Michaels got me there. I really wanted Shawn to win. I was excited because Undertaker had already won. And I'm like, oh man, I love these two. They're both going to win a title. I'm going to be here. Awesome. He didn't win. It was a great match. They had an even better one. I actually had a couple that were really good following this as well. They were tag team champions at the time. It was when WWE really liked to hammer home, oh, they're partners, but they're facing in the main event. Will they work together? There was a cool No Way Out before this where he and Shawn Michaels teamed up to face Batista and Undertaker. Really fun match. I'm going to put this one at best. I was there. I loved the Shawn Michaels at the time. Cena came out in a Ford Mustang. What gets better than that? I'm sure some people won't love that placement, but here we are. Now we go to WrestleMania, that'd be 24, where it's John Cena, Randy Orton, Triple H. This one gets put in showcases a lot in the newer wrestling video games. I'm thinking it's because, God forbid, we don't have more than 2 Randy Orton, John Cena, or Triple H costumes. Gotta get those different costumes in, man. And alternate attires. That's what makes the game sweet. This is gonna be my first boring. This is one that always sticks out like it happened. And with these players being in a main event at Mania, it should be phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I just think it doesn't live up to expectations.
I bought this WrestleMania, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I don't remember anything about this match. I remember this is the last one I bought up until 28, I think. I bought all of the other ones, and I just do not. I remember all of them pretty vividly. All these John Cena matches, except for that one. I do not remember.
This one was definitely overshadowed by Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, and Undertaker and Edge. And this is one of only 2 WrestleManias going from WrestleMania, I want to say 18 all the way to now, that I have not watched live. The next one is this next one, WrestleMania 25. You see Big John there with the big gold belt. Legendary image. Oh, and at 25... Can't believe I'm drawing a blank. Was this Edge?
Big Show, too.
Oh, yes. The other one that's used in all the showcases. I thought this one was a little bit better than the Randy Orton Triple H one myself. The story with it is super silly. Super silly. Vicky Guerrero cheats on Edge with the Big Show, and John Cena brings it to the forefront, and craziness. This one will get an all right from me. Not a whole lot to say, but here we are.
I think this one has this is the one I think has the worst big match John Cena entrance. This is the one with a bunch of guys that come out.
Yes.
It's so fucking stupid. I didn't watch it live. It's one of the ones I watched. I wasn't watching wrestling at this time, I don't think. I remember I seen it years later. I just thought about how fucking stupid that is. Like, it's almost as dumb as fucking Triple H always pretending to be like the Terminator every year.
Well, it's because he's friends with Arnold.
Yeah,
Come on.
He's not the fuck. You're not the fucking Terminator, dude. Calm the fuck down. I have a lot to say about Triple H at WrestleMania, but that's another video.
But here we are now, WrestleMania 26, the head-to-head matchup everyone had waited for at WrestleMania. John Cena, Batista, the two flag bearers, the two torch carriers of their generation. Cena wins, and I believe this is in the same path, I guess you'd say, of Batista retiring for the first time. Not directly at this event, but he had the one where Cena gave him the AA off the car, off the stage, and then Batista quit. This is one, I'm going to put it at boring. It's supposed to be Cena and Batista. It's supposed to be this amazing match, and it was just, all right. Again, this one overshadowed by Undertaker Shawn Michaels. Can't really fault it for that, but I thought with Cena and Batista it would be a lot better. And now here we are with John Cena and The Miz. Kind of crazy to say when I'm saying all these other big names he's faced. Miz, of course, the champion. Miz wins. But thanks to that, dirty Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson costing John Cena years before he'd get his soul. And I recently saw, I don't know if it was a documentary or YouTube video, but The Miz was like concussed for that whole ending. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he smacks his fucking head so hard in the cement. There's that picture of the image.
And then he's asking The Rock in the video, like, did I screw it up? And then they're like, no, you did great, pal. So, I mean, good for The Miz. I'm honestly surprised they didn't pull the trigger and have Cena win. Just because lol, Cena wins. But I'm going to put this one, I'm going to put this, even though it had the fun Rock ending, I'm going to put it at boring as well.
Well, not horrible. I thought that would be the first one to go in the horrible.
Nope. I have another Miz-related one that'll be horrible later on. Now, we have the first of Cena and Rock. Once in a lifetime. This first one, I thought scratched all the itches that it needed. It's kind of crazy to think that if you track WrestleMania passing of the torches, that it goes like Andre to Hogan, Hogan to Warrior, back to Hogan, Hogan to Rock, and then Rock to Cena. Kind of jumps a few guys there, but what are you going to do? The build to this was phenomenal. It had that year-long feud, or the year-long build. They teamed up at Survivor Series before this. I don't know if you felt the same. Well, you started watching at this Mania again?
Well, this is my first Mania back into wrestling as a real diehard type fan. I saw the results of 27. I looked it up, and then I was kind of semi back into it, and then that summer I fully got back into it. So yeah.
Did you see the build for this?
I knew they announced the match, but I saw the build after.
Okay, I would say the builds as a younger fan, well, not younger, but still, adolescent fan, was one of the first times I remember being like, they lied. Because it's, we're going to have a year-long build, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. I'm like, it's going to be sweet. The Rock's going to appear on TV a lot. And it was a lot of heavy lifting from John.
Yeah.
Which now, looking back, hindsight 2020, you kind of expect that.
Yeah, you got the Survivor Series match.
Yeah,
They
where
teamed
they
up.
fought the Awesome Truth.
Yeah, that was a good time.
How crazy! Our Truth got to face his future boss and his team and his idol. I'm gonna put this one. This might be crazy. People are gonna hate it. I'm gonna put it at great.
Hey,
Again,
I am not mad at it. I I love this match. Like you said, it scratched all the itches. I think it was perfect. It didn't go too long.
yeah, and it was once in a lifetime.
Yeah, it was great.
It was once in a lifetime. What is that next Mania? Who's he got in the STF?
That's The Rock again.
The again, like the next year,
Yep.
but this was once in a lifetime.
Actually, it's called Twice in a Lifetime, pal.
Oh my god. All right, this one was for the heavyweight title. This match was the beginning of CM Punk getting angry with the company and leaving for a long time. This match pissed me off as a fan because I really, and it hurts me to admit it, I really liked Ryback. And I really wanted it to be Ryback and CM Punk for the title. And then I believe the Rock would have had to have won first. And I remember sitting there, whichever happened first, Cena winning the Rumble, Rock winning the title. I was like, they're gonna do the Rock and Cena again, aren't they? And I remember sitting there stewing, and I'm like, they're gonna do it again. Can't do anything new. No one wants this again. Why? And then you have the Rock fight Elimination Chamber, and you're like, oh, maybe the Rock's gonna fight a little more. And after this match, of course, you get the reports that the Rock was supposed to come back a little longer, but he tore his groin. That's cool. I'd love to be in the universe or the timeline when he doesn't do that. We get to see him come out and do something else. Maybe do a longer run with Cena. Maybe brings Mick Foley into the mix to wrestle, because that's when Mick was kind of in shape. Who knows? I thought this one was boring.
Yeah, I agree. This, like, again, it did everything wrong that the first one got right.
Yeah.
It went too long. I will admit, I do like the ending of 29. The callback to the ending of 28, but John Cena learning from
Yep.
and like capitalizing it. I like that. That was fine. Other than that, like I said, I don't think it should have been the main event. They should have done it. Well, obviously, it would have been the main event of those two. I don't think this should have been the match. I feel like they could have made it a little bit more interesting.
Well, yeah, because you knew that The Rock wasn't going to keep the title.
Yeah, you knew John Cena was going to win.
And Cena got his win back. Everyone's happy. And then he's going to go into WrestleMania 30. He's going to probably have a heavyweight championship, right? And wait a minute, the next one, Tim and Bray Wyatt at 31. Oh, Cena misses 30. 30 is where, Daniel Bryan got crowned. Brock Lesnar ended the streak. All that fun stuff. No John Cena involvement.
John Cena was at
First
30.
year. Where is... Oh, wait, no, Bray Wyatt is 30. Yeah, never mind.
He only was 32.
Yeah. This is one, I'm going to put horrible, which is why I don't remember it. I don't like it. I don't think John Cena and Bray Wyatt had chemistry. And I don't think anything that they did after this was good. I don't think the creepy kid, like, scaring Cena, and then the internet defending it with, oh, but he loves kids. Oh, it's an upset kid. Oh. I don't think this was good. I don't think this was a good feud. I don't think incorporating the Usos. I think it dragged everyone down, to be honest. But on that same note, I don't think Bray Wyatt needed to win. I think Cena winning was fine. And I'll say that for next year as well. I had no problem with it. My biggest problem with that night was Brock Lesnar winning. Brock Brock Lesnar winning, and then them not having Daniel Bryan sell his injuries so much in the main event, because I think it would have grabbed people even more by the balls. Because Daniel Bryan, they should have had Triple H maim him and then him still go in and win. But, can't win them all. But I forget Cena's at this one. I kind of black it out because they put so much stock into Bray.
Yeah.
And he had chance after chance. But this is a John Cena tier list. That's my first one at horrible. Fight me in the comments. Next we have Cena and Rusev.
The first WrestleMania we watched together. Oh my god.
We did.
So
we did.
Much sentimental value for WrestleMania 31.
Yeah, never been a Rusev guy.
I'm a Lana guy.
I've always, with Rusev, been more excited about the potential on who's going to fight him and beat him. I saw he's back with the company. Super cool. Yeah, supposedly I read somewhere he signed, and now people are questioning if Lana's going to sign and that they're going to bring them back together. I think it'd make more sense to put him with Aiden English from TNA. That's just me. Not a Rusev list. It's a John Cena list. I think this was a boring one. I think what happened after with Cena and the U.S. title was great. I think Rusev's tank entrance was very fun. But I thought a lot of this WrestleMania was boring. The ending certainly wasn't. But I think they should have scheduled a little bit better and had Undertaker and Sting's matches at nighttime. Just a thought. Two guys, their careers are surrounded by darkness and black, and
this is the John Cena list.
I know. Yeah, I know. Now this next one's horrible. John Cena and Nikki Bella against Miz and Maurice, just so that way John Cena could propose and, spoiler, not marry Nikki Bella. Remember how pissed off Ronnie was that they proposed?
Yeah.
Awful. Terrible match. I think Miz and Maurice did a lot of the heavy lifting in this one. And yeah, if you want to just move that one right up there to horrible.
I thought you liked that match.
I did not.
Everybody's seen it coming a mile away. I think it was on my those bet sheets I did. I think it was a bonus question.
Yes.
Because John Cena proposed, because it was so obvious. Like, how did Nikki Bella not even know?
Well, Bellas aren't smart. Next.
Whoa.
Next, we have Undertaker, John Cena. The match where you can tell the Undertaker was pissed. He trained, depending on the documentary video podcast, he says for a 25-minute match, 35-minute match, 45-minute match, which you think it would be. You're getting told Undertaker versus John Cena. Again, icons. Never faced at this level. And then they had Cena coming out and taunting him. One of the best builds, right? Like, I've done it all except beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Let me fight The Undertaker. And then he was there in the crowd, and fucking Elias came out, right? Yeah. Oh my god, I was so angry. So pissed. This was the same Mania with Nicholas, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh my god.
This is also the same Mania that had Lesnar and Reigns main event again. And it sucked. The first WrestleMania, and Charlotte beat Asuka. Yeah, the first WrestleMania I watched with my now wife, I was pretty hot during a lot of it. This one included. Taker comes out. He looks great again. And the match goes how long? 4 minutes? Something like that.
He hits all his spots, squashes Cena, and Taker gets the win. And apparently, from what I've gathered from the documentaries, and all the interviews and all that. Vince essentially did this to like appease Taker to get him to come back for another Mania. And Taker asked Cena like, "Well, what are we gonna do?" And Cena's like, "You're getting the win. Don't worry about it." And it's like, what the fuck? This could have been so good. Taker was ready, damn it. And I'm not talking Ric Flair last match ready. If you watch this back, he moves great. Cena at the time was still Super Cena. They pisses me off. On that note, though, squash was great. I remember being super like, holy shit, they did that. I'm putting that in the best category. You all can suck it.
All right.
Boom. Boom.
All right.
That's what I'm here for. Like I said, this is you told me. I said this was our list. You said this is my list. I still right now I got them. Let me get close to the mic and slap my arm. I got them goosebumps, as The Rock says. Taker coming back out, squashing Cena. I was a little booking machine at that point. I'm like, oh man, Taker's coming back for a full-time run. He squashed Cena. He's gonna get a title. No, I can go fuck myself. Oh, I forgot to talk about in between. Obviously, John Cena and The Rock teaming up again to make the Wyatt family look stupid at the previous year's Mania. Rock, of course, beat Eric Rowan in 8 seconds. Then needed help with all the other, what do you call them? Hot Pocket Eaters. And then Cena came out, and The Rock, who hadn't wrestled in years, and John Cena, who was injured, took out the Wyatt family. Cool story. People hate it. I thought it was all right. Our RA hated it. He thought it was stupid.
Yeah.
Whatever. I didn't end up having to kill anyone because Taker beat Shane McMahon. Now we have probably the most... How do I want to word this? I think this one could make people mad. Firefly Funhouse. WWE, as much flack as they get for keeping things going during COVID, same with AEW. By having these matches at Mania, the Firefly Funhouse and the Boneyard match, they did great. I thought the idea was great. You know, having these, I forget the term they give them now. The Hardys kind of originated it. Cinematic matches. There we go. Kind of sucks Taker and AJ Styles didn't get to have a regular match. Whatever. John Cena ended up becoming a victim of the Fiend. And they went through people say they go through John Cena's history. When the fuck was he in the NWO? Like, how is this going through his history? It's stupid. Dumb. I didn't think they needed all of that. You could have had a clear as day story because Cena squashed the Nexus. Husky Harris ended up joining the Nexus. Cena beat Wyatt all those years ago in that shitty WrestleMania match. Could have brought that up. Could have brought up how Bray was supposed to take over and he didn't, and why is Cena still on top, blah, blah, blah. And they kind of touched on that. But now you get people who look back and watch it, and they say because he's in the NWO, that means Bray Wyatt's Fiend character knew that The Rock was going to buy his soul and the Fiend was warning us? Get the fuck out of here. I understand, and I myself do it. We want to pretend that WWE does long-term storytelling. And I think lately it's been a lot better. In the 90s, they would do it as well. I don't think that was even a thought then. I think John Cena was going to fight Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. COVID happened. And then Bray Wyatt's like, ooh. COVID happened. Can we do this fun one where we go inside the fun house and, you know, the ending's kind of wonky and Vince is like, you know what, fine. Fuck it, pal. And then he's like, John, look at this. And John goes, yeah, that looks cool, dude. And then this match happened. I don't love it, clearly. If you want a good cinematic match, watch the Boneyard match. Watch any of the Hardy stuff on TNA. I think AEW might have done a quote-unquote cinematic match. Even the Money in the Bank where they were going through Titan Tower, I thought was better than this. Sorry, everyone. I'm putting this at just an all right.
I think that's a little generous.
I do think it's a little generous. I can't call it horrible because there's a couple little moments that got a chuckle out of me. Seeing John in his old gear. As much as I hate it, the working out character Bray Wyatt did always got a chuckle out of me because you knew he never did. But yeah, this is such good shit. That, yes. And now we have the last Mania match until this upcoming Cody Rhodes one, which I'm going to say now. With Stone Cold presumably coming back to help Cody, with The Rock probably getting involved, with them pulling out.
Big presumption.
I'm putting that one at best before it even happens.
Okay.
Before it even happens. But here we have John Cena and Austin Theory. And this is one of those times where John Cena is correct. He did not bury talent. He buried mediocrity. He buried mediocrity with Austin Theory. He buried mediocrity with Baron Corbin. I don't think John's wrong with that. If you go back and watch those matches, he does not want to be there. People want to say... No, people say how Brock Lesnar shows up and you can tell he wants to leave. Cena did not want to be here. And now all anyone can say, oh, he buried him, and I don't have the results directly in front of me. Didn't Austin Theory win?
This one?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Then how did he get buried? Does John Cena book the show? Does he book the fact that after this, Theory just went through a rabbit hole of garbage? No. John did his best. Looking at this image now, it reminds me that he used to have that third finisher, that Taipei Punch or whatever he called it.
Yeah.
I really hope he brings that back, and I really want him to beat Cody for the title with it. I think the internet would explode. I'm going to put this one at horrible.
Okay.
There's no redeeming qualities. It did nothing. It got Cena on the card. I really think at this time, I think starting with the Firefly Funhouse match, to be honest, they should have picked and chose Cena's opponents. Like, yeah, he got squashed by The Undertaker, but say that sentence out loud. Squashed by The Undertaker. It's not a bad thing. He should have picked and chose. He should have been able to have better options. But I know it's because he's a company man, right? So he's not going to... Whatever's brought to him, he's just going to go with. I'm excited that for his last Mania match, he's going to get Cody Rhodes. I'm excited for his last Mania match, and I've said this for months now, that he's winning that heavyweight title. He's winning that 17th championship. I think the internet is fooling us by saying that Ric Flair won't be at WrestleMania because he signed AEW. I think he's going to be there. I think somehow he's going to present Cena with the 17th title. Will this probably come true? Probably not. But do I think it'll happen? Yeah. I'd love it to. Cena's WrestleMania matches, like all of our other tier lists, it seems to be pretty even. There's more borings. But I mean, if you're a John Cena fan, you're going to love him because 9 out of 10 times Cena wins lull. And if he doesn't win, there's some chicanery involved. It seemed like you pretty much agreed with me on this list.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, I know you probably would have put the Firefly Funhouse lower. It seems we have the same opinion on that, boy.
I would put that one lower. I'll put the Triple H John Cena one lower. Honestly, I would... your 3 besides 20 and alright, I would have moved down. I would have moved 29 up 1, 26 up 1 to alright. And maybe even the Rusev one. I think I would swap those ones out to alright. And the other one's the boring. Because I found the 25 match to be boring going back and watching it. I just find Triple H's, like, big match, main event style matches. Really upsetting to watch. I did not like those.
Ooh. So does that mean another WrestleMania tier list is a Triple H WrestleMania match tier list?
Yeah, and and I think Triple H will be surprised to see how many of them will be in a boring tier. Put
Yeah.
me to sleep. I couldn't figure out what was wrong until I watched who was it? Is it Parts of Unknown? They do this
Okay.
worst Mania match ever series or something, worst match ever series, and they're going through a bunch of WrestleMania matches right now where they react to like these old matches and you can queue them up. I don't really do it. I kind of just listen to them like their banter, and I forget who said it, so I can't give him credit. It might have been the guy with the mask, Tempest. Is that?
I think so.
He stood up perfectly. Triple H wants to be this guy that like works the NWA like world champion style.
Yeah.
He just can't do it though. He's just not good at it.
No. He even kind of put an end note on that. He would even wear special boots on occasion, like white boots, and that was
Yeah.
a big thing NWA champions did. Yeah, he certainly wanted to be it. It's crazy. But you know who he's not? He's not Big Match John.
He's not Big Match
And
John.
I'm sure as we're kind of getting things kicked off again, coming off a little sabbatical here, we'll have more John Cena content. We've got a couple more tier lists in mind. I'm sure we'll have a podcast. I'm sure we'll have a WrestleMania React. And we'll,
Yeah, we have our
pay attention.
we'll do our yearly Hall of Fame reaction video. We'll do some more WrestleMania type podcasts, and then obviously throughout the year we'll have more John Cena videos as the year goes on. I'm assuming at 41 when he wins his 17th, I'm assuming we'll probably do a podcast on all of his championship reigns, either a tier list or like a ranking or a review of them. Um,
We plan on talking about his movies. We plan on talking about tag team partners. It's going to be a whole lot of John Cena.
Man,
So if you're.
we can get Windley back, Andy from Windley, because he made me watch all of that garbage
Oh,
Hulk Hogan movie. We should get him on and force him to watch one of the worst John Cena movies. Gotta figure out which one it is. Maybe the Fred movie, because he's in it for that
hey,
one scene.
Fred movie gets a couple laughs out of me. Calls a Pomeranian a squirrel. I lose it every time. If you don't like John Cena, sorry, not sorry. There's gonna be a lot of content about him. And if you do like John Cena and you kind of like what we do, right? Go to Spotify, go to wherever you get your podcast, go to YouTube, go to Facebook, go to X, go to Instagram, go to Threads, go to TikTok as long as we have it. Hell, go to our link tree. That'll have some stuff. Our Etsy. Just look up Pro Wrestling Proverbs or PW Proverbs, and you will find us. Whether we're on the PW Express going to another convention, whether we're reading from my scripture book, whether we're having some banter on a podcast, whether we're doing a tier list here that people don't seem to enjoy my opinions.
That's okay.
We have a little bit of everything. I know you enjoy it, I enjoy it, and to be honest, that's kind of all that matters.
Yeah.
But yeah, until then, do 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 do.